Hello, dear children. Welcome back to Parables from Bible for Kids. I'm so excited you're here with us again. Today, we have a very special story that Jesus told. It's a short but powerful story about a tiny seed that grows into something absolutely amazing. This story is all about faith and shows us how even a little bit of faith can do incredible things. Are you ready to listen and learn together? Great, let's begin. Once upon a time, while walking with his disciples and a crowd of people who loved to hear him speak, Jesus shared a story. He said, "The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed." Now, have you ever seen a mustard seed? They are incredibly tiny. So small, you could balance one on the very tip of your little finger. It's one of the smallest seeds you can imagine, almost like a speck of dust. In the story, a man took one of these tiny mustard seeds and went to his garden. He dug a small hole in the rich, dark soil and gently placed the seed inside. He covered it with earth, gave it a little water, and then he waited. If you were walking by, you wouldn't have noticed anything special. It was just a man planting a seed so small that you might think it would get lost in the big garden and never grow into anything important at all. But under the ground, a miracle was beginning. Day after day, with the warmth of the sun and the refreshment of the rain, something wonderful started to happen. The tiny seed began to sprout. A small, green shoot pushed its way up through the soil, reaching for the sunlight. At first, it was just a tiny little plant, but it didn't stay small for long. Every day, the plant grew a little bit taller and a little bit stronger. Its stem thickened, and its leaves unfolded, soaking in the sunshine. It grew and grew, surprising everyone. Soon, it wasn't just a little plant anymore. It grew taller than all the other plants in the garden. It became a large, sturdy bush, almost like a small tree, with strong branches stretching out towards the sky. And do you know what happened next? The birds of the air saw this wonderful, big plant. They saw its strong branches and its lovely, wide leaves. They flew down from the sky and found that it was the perfect place to build their nests and find shelter. What started as the tiniest, most insignificant-looking seed had grown into a huge plant that provided a home and a safe resting place for many birds. It was a beautiful sight. After telling this story, Jesus explained what it meant. He said that God's kingdom is just like this mustard seed. It might seem to start small in the world, maybe with just a few people believing and following God. And sometimes, in our own hearts, our faith might feel very small too. But just like that seed, with God's love and care, it can grow into something powerful and beautiful. Jesus also taught that our faith works in the very same way. Sometimes we might feel like our faith is as small as a mustard seed. We might look at ourselves and think, "I'm just a child," or "I don't know how to do big things for God," or "My prayers feel so small." But Jesus wants us to know something very important. Even a little bit of faith is incredibly special and powerful to God. When we trust in God, even just a little bit, it's like planting that mustard seed. When we talk to Him in prayer, when we listen to His stories in the Bible, and when we try our best to be kind and follow Jesus' example, we are watering that seed of faith. And God can take that little bit of faith and do amazing things with it. He can help it grow stronger and stronger every single day. Just like the tiny seed grew into a big plant, our small faith can grow into a big, strong belief that helps us face anything. It can grow so big that it not only helps us, but also becomes a blessing to others. Maybe our kindness, which comes from our faith, will be like a branch that someone else can rest on when they are having a hard day. Maybe our courage to do the right thing will inspire our friends. So, the lesson for us today is a wonderful one. Even a small amount of faith in God can grow into something truly great and magnificent. It's not about how much faith you have to start with. It's about who you place your faith in. Jesus teaches us to believe in God, even if our faith feels as small as a tiny mustard seed. Because God is the one who makes it grow. He can do great and wonderful things through it. Thank you so much for listening and learning with us today. Dear children, I want you to always remember that no faith is ever too small for God to use in a mighty way. He loves you, and He can do amazing things with your small beginnings. We can't wait to see you next time here at Parables from Bible for Kids. God bless you.